Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on another video of mine. As always, it is very much appreciated. If you're new here, hi there and welcome. My name is Rosie. I love doing natural hair videos, my returning queens. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. So for today's video, I wanted to go ahead and try one of the limited edition gels from Miche. They went ahead and sent it to me a few months ago, and I've already tried the Wild Rose one. I went ahead and did a reel on my Instagram showing how I use the gel and my final results, and it came so good. Chef's kiss. So for today, I will be trying their Strawberry Champagne Anti-Humidity Gel. I'm going to be doing a wash and go. You know I love doing me a wash and go. And when it comes to this gel, well, when it comes to gels overall, I don't like doing my wash and goes with just one product. So I like to do the LCO method. So I will be using from Camille Rose, this is their coconut water leave-in detangling hair treatment. I will be using this as my leave-in. I will also be using their Curl Love Moisture Milk. I love this stuff, super moisturizing. And then I will also be using their Cocoa Nibs oil as well. Right now it's wash day for me. I went ahead and I deep conditioned. Now my deep conditioner for today's wash day is from Sacred. This is their moisturizing deep conditioner. Oh, love this deep conditioner so much. So moisturizing. It's like so good. Applied it in my hair. I left it on for 30 minutes, but I also sat under the dryer for 30 minutes. I really like to take that approach when it comes to deep conditioning because I feel like it really helps penetrate the deep conditioner better into my strand. So that'll be today's video. I will be using Miche's anti-humidity gel, the Strawberry Champagne. So super excited. Before we get started, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell. That way you're always alerted when I post a new video. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse out my deep conditioner, and I will come back so I can go ahead and start my wash and go. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and rinsed off the deep conditioner. Show you guys what my hair is looking like right now. My hair feels very moisturized, so I really love that deep conditioner, and it just my hair smells so good. Also, when I rinsed off the deep conditioner, I went ahead and applied the leave-in conditioner. I feel like doing that in the bathroom immediately after rinsing off the deep conditioner. It's such a game changer because it really helps keep the hair hydrated and not drying out, which is super important. So I'm not gonna go in too much with the leave-in conditioner unless I feel like I have to, but I added a good amount into my hair, so my hair is soaking wet. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this section to the side. Gonna do like a jumbo twist. And just clip that. I'm gonna go ahead and section this part. I try to be very gentle when I am sectioning off my hair, but my hair feels very soft and it's very hydrated, so sectioning is not too bad. And this section is still too big, so I'm gonna go ahead and subsection some more. Put this hair up here. I think this is a good amount. Yeah, this is pretty good. So I'm gonna section this part. This is the first section I'm gonna work with. I'm just gonna add a little bit more water and just make sure it's fully drenched. But this section has a good amount of leave-in conditioner, so I'm not gonna add any more leave-in conditioner. I just like when my hair is drenched because it really helps the product apply so much better, and I feel like that is how I get the best wash and goes. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the moisture milk, just use about that much. I'm gonna use my Tangle Teaser brush. My hair is pretty detangled, but I like to go in just to make sure that it is completely tangle free before I go in with my gel. And I'm trying to be, let me just section this into 2 sections. That makes it way easier. So this section is pretty good. Gonna do this section. Okay, this section is good as well. Gonna add a little bit more water. And I'm gonna go ahead and dry my gel. I'm so excited. I already know that this wash and go is gonna come out so good because Miche's gel are usually the best gels for wash and go. Like the hold is just incredible. I absolutely love it. So, just like strawberries and champagne. Nice, fruity smell. It smells really good. Not super strong. So I'm gonna take about this much. And I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth that into my hair. I'm just going from roots to end. And as you can see, my curls are like already clumping. That looks really good. Add a little bit more to this section. Look at that. Smelling so good. Look at the definition. So I'm already loving it. Looks really good. Hair is moisturized. Curls are clumping. You definitely see the definition, which I really love that. I already know that this is going to be such a good wash and go. So lastly, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of oil. And I'm using the Camille Rose Cocoa Nibs oil. I'm just adding just a little bit, not too much, just to seal in all that moisture that I just applied. And there you have it. Got the first section down. It's looking really, really good. I'm just gonna clip this to the side. And we're gonna move on to the next section. Add more water. And this section, again, has a good amount of leave-in conditioner, so I don't need to go in with any more. Use my Tangle Teaser brush. Make sure there are no shed hairs, no tangles. Now, I don't like to bring my Tangle Teaser brush all the way up to my roots. I like to use a wide tooth comb. So in certain areas, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this just to make sure that all is good in the roots and there is no shed hair clumped up there. So it looks like it's pretty good. I'm just gonna use my Tangle Teaser brush one more time. That section is good. So again, going in with the Curl Love. About this much. I don't really feel like you need to use too much. And then again, from roots to end, just making sure everything is properly coated. My hair feels so great. I really love that deep conditioner. Gonna add a little bit of more water before I add the gel. Make sure that is super drenched. Okay, good. Use about that much. And again, applying it from roots to end. I feel like as soon as I apply this gel, my curls just get clumped. No frizz in sight, which is great because that means this wash and go can really last me up to 2 weeks if I wanted to. I'll probably just make it to day 10, maybe day 9, because I really don't like extending wash day to every 2 weeks. It just doesn't work out for me. I think after day, I would say like 8 or 9, my hair is like, yeah, it's time to wash. I'm just loving how this gel is feeling on my hair. And see how the products apply so much better when I'm working on soaking wet hair. It really does make a huge difference. It really, really does. I don't really need to do, you know, the curling method or anything like that. Sometimes I do when I'm like want to be extra, but I don't really have to with this gel. This gel does such a great job at clumping my curls. Okay, so that is what this section is looking like. It's looking really good. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of oil just to seal in all that moisture. Being gentle. Look at that. Looks so good. And again, gonna go ahead and just clump this to the side and just work on the next section. But it's looking really good so far. I don't see any frizz. It looks super moisturized and very, very defined. Add more water. It's pretty drenched. My hair has gotten so long. I'm gonna go in with more gel. Now, when it comes to my wash and goes, I always get asked how long it usually takes me to do a wash and go. And I mean, it takes me longer when I'm filming, you know, because I got to get the right angles, I got to set things up. But usually it takes me about, I would say about like maybe an hour and a half, give or take. I don't know, like when it comes to my wash and goes, I really like to work in small sections, and I also like to take my time because I need this wash and go, you know, to last me until my next wash day. And I feel like when you take your time, you work in small sections, and you know, of course, you're using the right products, you can definitely achieve that. With longer hair, and this is what I've learned throughout the years, requires more work. That's just the reality of it. But because I've been doing this I've been on my natural hair journey for 8 years now. To be honest with you, I'm kind of used to it. I just like to make sure, you know, when it's wash day, I'm in a good mood. You know, I ate, belly is full, you know what I mean? I play my favorite music, or I watch whatever music videos I want to watch on YouTube. I have my snacks, you know, and I just, you know, make the day out of it to just, you know, care for my curls. And that's usually how I get through it. But, you know, with longer hair, I have learned that it does just require more work. So, and because, you know, with curls, you definitely don't want to be rushing through any steps. You know, you don't want to be yanking your hair or anything like that. You know, you got to take your time. That's just the reality of it when it comes to, you know, having curly hair. I'm going to add more gel to the bottom. Just make sure it's really clumped. Make sure my roots nice and smooth. But yeah, this section looks pretty good too. I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of more oil to just help seal in all that moisture. And let me just clip this, but look what it's looking like so far. So it's looking really, really good. No sign of frizz anywhere, so I know this wash and go is gonna come out amazing. Okay. This section is feeling a little dry, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and go in with a little bit of leave-in conditioner, but I'm gonna just drench it first. Okay. I love this leave-in conditioner. It smells so good and it has the best lip. It really, really does. And it just mixes well with everything that I have in my stash, which is also a huge plus. Hydration. Look at those hydrated curls. Curl love. Yeah, that feels pretty drenched. I can go ahead and apply my gel. Look at just the shine that I get instantly after applying this gel. Oh my God, I love, love, love this gel. I don't know. One thing for me, like when it comes to Wash and Gos, I'm really picky when it comes to gel. Like I have to have a strong hold. I have to. I tried another gel not too long ago. I tried it off camera. I was like, let me go ahead and give it a try and just see how it turns out. And the Wash and Go just came out horrible. I was so upset because the gel just, it had a lightweight hold. And I knew it. I knew it the minute I applied it in my hair and I was seeing how my curls was looking. I was like, yeah, this Wash and Go is a fail. But for me, I know like when I did the big chop and, you know, I had a really cute puff. I missed that puff. That puff was so cute. I usually, like back then, the gel didn't need to be such a strong hold because, you know, I liked using a gel with a little bit of light hold because I wanted to have, you know, definition, especially, well, not definition, excuse me, more like volume on day one hair, because that way I could put like my hair in a puff and it would look, you know, fluffy and voluminous, and I really like that approach. But throughout the years, as my hair has gotten longer, I really need a strong hold gel because overall I just need this to last me 7+ days. And I feel like a lot of the gels in the market right now don't have such a strong hold, especially not like this one. So for me, a strong hold gel will definitely make my Wash and Go complete. I need it, you know. There are times that I may want something with a little bit of lightweight, but yeah, child, this is a lot of work. So I need me a gel with a strong hold. I can't. Look at that. Look how it clumped. Look at the shine. It looks really, really good. So I'm just gonna add a little bit to my root. And lastly, use a little bit of oil. Yeah, this looks really good. The way this gel clumps my curls. Look at that. I don't have to do much. I'm just adding a little bit more to the bottom just to really get that definition. Making sure my roots are smoothed. My last section, that didn't take very long actually. Make sure my roots are smooth. Oh my God, look at how that looks. So good, so good. Just gonna add a little bit more gel at the bottom just to really make sure it's super defined and has a good hold. Okay, last steps, just add a little bit more oil. Look at those juicy curls. Ah, I'm so excited. So this is what this section is looking like. You guys can really see just how moisturized, how defined my curls look. My hair smells amazing, by the way. So yeah, it's looking really good. And just to show you a comparison, this is just my hair with leave-in versus my hair with the cream and the gel. So yeah, no gel, and then look at the definition. And I'm just gonna take this clip here just to put my hair to the side so it's not right on my face. But yeah, I'm just loving how this is looking. It's looking really good. Okay, so I'm working on the other side, and this section is a little bit dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and re-wet it. And I'm also going to add more leave-in conditioner. I think that's good. And I'm just going to lightly detangle. Just make sure I don't have any tangles. I'm just being gentle. You've always got to be gentle when it comes to detangling. You cannot rush detangling in any shape. You just can't. You just can't rush detangling. That's always going to lead to breakage. So I always take my time when it comes to that process, and I feel like that in general has also helped with length retention. So I always try to just be mindful, be careful, and do it with ease. And with this amount of gel, I'm gonna add a little bit more gel to the bottom. Look at that, juicy curls. Oil. Okay, and this is what this section is looking like so far. I did a few sections off camera since you already saw me doing the other side. But yeah, it's looking really good. All right, got 2 more sections to go. My hair dries up quickly, especially since now we're in the summer and it's a lot warmer. So that's one thing that I'm mindful. Excuse me, especially like in the summer, my hair does dry up. So I really do my best to keep up with my moisturizing regimen throughout the week and making sure that I'm moisturizing. So when I do moisturize this wash and go throughout the week, I'm going to use the same products that I use for the wash and go. So I'll usually start off with like the leave-in conditioner and I'll actually start off with like a light refresher spray, and then throughout the days, just depending on how my hair feels, I'll go in with the leave-in conditioner to just add a little bit of hydration. If my hair is super dry, especially the ends, I do work out, then I'll go in with the Curl Love Moisture Milk. That way I'm just not mixing and adding so many products to my hair. I just try to stick with what it is that I used on wash day, especially when it came to when it came to styling my hair. So I went in with a little bit of leave-in conditioner on this section since it was feeling a little bit dry. I'm just gonna do light detangling. Just gonna add a little bit more water. Just smooth out my roots. And just bring that gel all the way down. Just gonna add a little bit more to the ends. And then seal everything with my oil. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, I'm working on my last section. I'm so excited. I'm almost done. Okay, I'm just smoothing that all the way down. I need more gel for the bottom. I just love the way this gel clumps my curls. Like, ugh. And I probably sound like a broken record. But it's so good. It's so, so good. So much definition. Oh, looks so good. Okay, just gonna add a little bit of oil. Smooth that down. Okay, so I'm finally done. This is what my wash and go is looking like. It's looking really, really good. Lots of moisture, lots of definition. I already know that this wash and go is going to just be so bomb. So the next step for me in my wash and go routine is after I'm done applying my products, I like to go ahead and sit under a dryer. I think sitting under a dryer and letting everything set is super important, especially to have a really defined wash and go. I do not air dry. I will say that I used to air dry, you know, back in 2018 after I did the big chop. You know, I had a smaller fro and usually air drying didn't take very long. But now if I were to air dry my hair, this would actually take days for it to fully dry, and overall leaving my scalp wet like that for so long is just overall not good. Key to a really good wash and go: after applying your products, you gotta sit under the dryer. So that's exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do now. Now, before I sit under the dryer, I'm going to go ahead and use this product from Mielle. This is their Mongongo Oil Thermal and Heat Protectant Spray. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that all over my hair. I'm gonna make sure I'm not touching my hair after I apply my products. Otherwise, that will help create frizz. So I need everything to set in nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and sit under the dryer for about, I would say 45 minutes, and I'll definitely show myself sitting under the dryer, and I'll come back after I'm done. More than likely, I'm gonna have to diffuse as well, just because, like, especially in the roots, it does take a while for it to dry. But the main thing is to just really have this part here completely dry. This part is usually a bit damp after 45 minutes, not like soaking wet, but it is a little bit damp. So that's when I'll go ahead and diffuse, and yeah, that's when I'll come back. Okay, so my hair is fully dry, so it's looking pretty good. I have a nice hold. I can feel the crunch. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair away. I'm gonna go make dinner and just, you know, get myself ready for bed later on. I'm gonna come back in the morning just to show you what my curls is looking like and just showing you how I'm gonna wear my hair to work, you know, day one hair. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't think that I'm going to stretch out my hair. I usually like to stretch out my hair the next day, you know, just to break the gel cast a little bit and, you know, just fluff my curls a little bit. But it is so hot in New York City. It's like 90 degrees right now. Tomorrow is going to be 98. Tuesday is going to be 102. So we're under an extreme heat wave. So to be honest with you, I don't want to stretch this out because I know if I stretch it out, it's just gonna frizz up. Now, this gel has a really strong hold, but this heat wave is just going to be too much. So I'm going to go ahead and just like wear it like this, keep it like this, but I don't see myself stretching out this wash and go just because it's just gonna be too hot this week. So right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and just wrap my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and use my scarf. I got this when I went to see the Cowboy Carter tour with my sister earlier in May. We had so much fun and I went twice, so I definitely got a scarf. This is what it says. Let me see. It says Sacred Roadshow. So I peeped this on TikTok and I was like, oh, I definitely have to get it when I go to see her. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the scarf to wrap my hair. Whew, it's hot right now. Let's make sure the hair is completely tucked away. I usually do my satin scrunchies, but because I'm not going to stretch out my hair, I'm gonna wrap my hair this way. And then I'm also going to use this bonnet. Got it on Amazon. Just so it lays like that. Okay. Hair's protected, secure. All right, so that looks pretty good. So yes, this is how I'm gonna go to bed. I'll definitely come back tomorrow morning to show you what my hair is looking like and just overall how I'm gonna wear it throughout the day. Okay guys, it is the next day. This is what my hair is looking like. Now it's very, very hot. It's going to be, I believe, 98 degrees today. I'm actually getting ready to head to work. As far as my wash and go, I decided not to stretch it out, which is something that I would normally do after doing my wash and go, but I chose not to stretch it out just because of how hot it is. And also, I feel like if I were to stretch it out, it's going to frizz up. And it's also, I feel like I'm just gonna get more volume sooner rather than later in the week like I usually do with this gel. But overall, with the heat and it being hot, you know, I do see some pieces that are a little bit frizzy. It's not too noticeable like right here, but again, it's just because it's so hot. But I will say, as hot as it is right now, I feel like this gel is really holding up, and I feel like this wash and go still looks really, really good. Now I'm just gonna wear my hair like this to work, and I do have my jumbo satin scrunchies, so if it gets too hot for me, well, I'm gonna be in air conditioning all day, thank God. But if I don't want to wear my hair down anymore, I'm taking this satin scrunchie with me, and I'm just gonna go ahead and either put it like in a high loose bun or just put it in a low ponytail. But that's pretty much going to be how I take care of my hair today. overall, I really think that this wash and go looks really, really great for day one hair. I have the hold, I have the volume, I have the definition, and to me, those are key elements to a really good wash and go. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Now, for my next video, if you wanna see how I maintain this wash and go throughout the week, then definitely stay tuned because that'll be the next video that I will be rolling out. I'll be showing you a week in my wash and go, in this wash and go particularly, so you guys can see how overall I take care of my hair, how I moisturize it, how I refresh it, and just overall what a week in my wash and go looks like. So definitely stay tuned for that. I will have that out for you very, very soon. Well, that is the end of this video. Again, thank you so very, very much for watching until the very end. I definitely do appreciate it. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video to anybody who might want to, learn more about having a good wash and go routine and just overall learning and loving their natural hair. And of course, I will see you in my next video. Be well. Bye.